start the recording. Oh, it's me again. I'm fucking here, I guess. As you can see, I'm in a Halo Wars lobby, but this isn't my campaign. Which I don't know if I'm following through with that or not. I was doing like a playthrough of the Halo Wars campaign on PC. But I was doing it on a harder difficulty, and I'm crap at the game, and I got stuck on that mission where you have to evacuate everyone. You know that one. It's like a pain in the ass. But instead, I'm here with my friend Patrick, and we're going to test out a mod that he is working on in the Steam build. So now I have this game installed twice on here, and then once on the Xbox One, and then I have the 360 disc version of it. Someone please stop me.
Got that Halo pride going.
Yeah. It's like, how many copies of Reach do you need? How many copies of Halo Wars do I need? But yeah, we're going to be testing out a mod for balance purposes, and if it gets uploaded anywhere, remembering that it's a heavily work in progress, I'll put the link in the description. And I might one day get back to doing that campaign playthrough. I still haven't decided if I want to stay on the harder difficulty, if I want to go back to normal and then do it, or if I want to record every time I fail and upload it, or if I just want to look up a strat. I'm not sure. I don't know, it's a good idea. Yeah. Also, if my oh?
Go ahead.
No.
So one other thing too is if you're ever deciding that you're bored with the Halo Wars standard what's it called, campaign. If you're ever bored with that, something you can do is you can mod just mod it.
Just make a new campaign?
Yeah, just throw something together.
I mean, I used to make scenarios and stuff in Age of Empires a lot.
I remember those.
Yeah, some of those old ones have been remade for the new versions of Age of Empires.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's confirmed right now that, I don't know if it's Steam Workshop, but Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition is going to have mod support.
Okay.
Which is good. I mean, the other Definitive Editions have had mod support, but it's still good to know that it's there, because you never know. So the first thing you can notice, I guess you can run down the changes in the mod, since I've only just launched it to test that it works.
Oh, there's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I changed a lot, probably more than I should have. But one of the big things with the UNSC is you start with one of the Spartans from the campaign.
He died. I ran into some random Marines protecting a base, and I ran away. I was just looking for supplies. They killed me real fast. It was just like 2 Marine squads, and they...
You'll find that the Marines and the Marines and the snipers and such from the rebels are also quite a bit more formidable. Taking a base is a lot more of a commitment than it used to be.
Yeah, I just wanted supplies. I guess I'm gonna build a Warthog and see if I can get to him and recover him.
So, with the UNSC, the campaign Spartans, they can be resurrected after their health reaches a certain point. They slowly heal while they're sat there on the ground, sucking their thumb. Yeah,
kind of like hero units, explorer units in Age of Empires 3.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, even though they're releasing Definitive Edition, the original Age 3 is still on Steam, and the online still works.
Nice.
Yeah. Just thought you'd know. In case you were like, I do want to play Age 3 again, but you don't want to put up the money for it, for the definitive.
I kind of do, but it's on the pile.
I mean, also if you have Game Pass, it's going to be part of that.
Okay. I don't, but yeah.
Something to know. So I won't... Will I get attacked by... Because I know you're the enemy. But I mean...
Yeah, I'm not gonna like outright kill you or anything, and the rebels aren't gonna. They're not typically capable of taking out your base.
I just wanted to know if I should build turrets.
Well, hi, I'm here.
Hello.
You should be okay without turrets, as long as, like, I mean, we're just testing stuff at this point, but the other thing that's nice, too, is your turrets will build a lot faster.
Yeah, I noticed that. That built really fast, and rip to your elite, to your hero. I'm so sorry. It was already building.
That's the other thing about the Covenant. They each have their own individual heroes, but they also have their individual, like, leader, I guess, subunits. So, like, the Prophet of Regret, you can have 6 elite honor guards, and they're all pretty comparable to Spartans, but they're still limited to, of course, melee combat and being anti-infantry units.
I've also noticed that the resource income is much faster.
Yes, it makes for a little bit of a faster paced game, a little bit, but the overall strength of units is generally weaker. So it's more of a, once you have a base, you have that base, and that's what you want. That's what the game comes down to, is trying to take down the opposing person's other base.
So it's kind of like a trash fight in Age of Empires 2.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever played the first Empire Earth?
I don't believe so.
So the first Empire Earth was made by, like, the lead guy for the first Age of Empires, who was he also worked on, like, the first Civ, maybe the first 2 Civs. And so Empire Earth was like Age of Empires, but it goes through from prehistory to the future. Which Rise of Nations also did, which was also one of his projects just after Empire Earth. But one of the big problems with Empire Earth is, one, there were a cajillion types of resources. And 2, resource gather rate was so painfully slow. It was horrendous. Like, a match might take more than 10 hours.
Shoot.
Like, you could play with resource gather rate on high, and it would still take a cajillion years. It was awful.
Sorry, before I forget, there's another thing, too. I know you probably already noticed it when you went to go build your turret, but there's 2 other options.
Yeah, I've noticed it says resource station and watchtower. So the watchtower, I mean, I think they have those in Halo Wars 2. Oh, there's a fucking Covenant dropship.
Yep, that's me.
Oh. Yeah, so this is line of sight, but resource station generates resources slowly over time. Oh, that built instantly. Oh, no, the model just showed up instantly. It just doesn't have an animation tied to it yet.
I sadly haven't been able to set up any kind of animation for it, because there's no build animation for the
yeah, since it's an existing model
from the Rebels.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work. I mean, another thing good about if you post it on ModDB is you might be able to find people who can do that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know how the animations were done or how you'd go about importing them into this game. Because, like...
Realistically, I could just have something where it starts at a certain location and slowly moves up until it's built. But that's just a matter of doing that.
Yeah, I mean, if I were to help making a mod, I'd probably just help with balancing or some light code or some light art assets. I don't really have much experience. I used to make mods, but they were always pretty simple mods.
Yeah.
One thing I used to do is there was this game, this 4X game called Space Empires 5. It's really not good. The balancing's horrible, but it was the first one I ever played, I guess besides Civ, technically. And it was like, it's like a discount bargain bin game that was at GameStop, so we were like, sure. And one of the nice things about it is that all of the images in the game were just normal image files, and you could edit them, and all of the game's code and stuff was written in, like, text files.
Okay.
So you could just open up anything and edit the balance values or change other things. So I used to experiment with that a lot. None of my shit was good, but it was fun to mess around with.
Right, so one other thing that comes to mind. So have you noticed how expensive it is or isn't to upgrade your reactor?
Yeah, it was 1,500 for an upgrade.
Yeah, it's typically quite a bit cheaper.
Yeah, for the first upgrade.
Yeah, but well, the reactors you only upgrade them once, and it costs that much to upgrade them. But on top of that, the UNSC has this other particular vulnerability I don't think I've taken out yet. But if you establish any other bases, you can only have 5 base slots on any of those bases.
Oh, so your first base is like your powerhouse, but then the second one are like sub bases.
Yep, and then if you lose your first base, you can establish that first base again somewhere, but it's very expensive to do so.
I've noticed that the the armory produces Cyclops.
Yes, it produces a support Cyclops that is essentially a watered down version of Forge's Cyclops. They're less capable in combat, but they still are able to repair things.
Yeah, I've noticed that some of these are missing icons. Is it just that because some of these have icons in the game, is it just that you have to tie the icon to it?
So I have to tie the icon to it, and they're already like set to pull from the right location, but because Halo Wars doesn't like multiple things being pulled from one location, it just takes the original and says, okay, that one can stay. This one, however, we're just going to put a generic symbol there.
Yeah, I wonder what that's about. I'm getting ready to take a base. I don't know how much I need, but I want to be ready.
Yeah. So one of the features I'm going to be showing off here, you have turrets, right?
Yeah, I have 2 turrets and one of the resource stations.
All right. One of the features I'm going to be showing off here is the spirit and how it functions. Because it's a fully functional dropship.
Should I upgrade any of my turrets?
I think you'll be fine.
Here, let me move my units out of the way. I'll move them to the back of my base.
I want to be able to get it in there to drop off the units.
Yeah, and then I'll move them back. But for now, I want them back there so that it doesn't get, I don't know, so that nothing happens.
So the Spirit can carry, I believe, I want to say 10 infantry units as opposed to the usual 6 of the UNSC. And that's to sort of combat the whole UNSC infantry is pretty much like 100% better than Covenant. Yeah, it is 10. Okay. So.
I mean, I haven't played Halo Wars 1 in a while, but are there less upgrades?
No, there is not. In fact, there's more.
Oh, I guess I've just been mostly playing Halo Wars 2. I haven't played Halo Wars 1 in a while.
So there's my Spirit. It drops off whatever units it can, and then I can just pull it back manually. Yeah. That was me in control of it.
They blew up one of my turrets. I'm moving my units back.
Go for it. So the one thing that's definitely also a lot stronger here is your Scorpion is going to counter the grunts a lot better.
Oh yeah, because Scorpions aren't very good against infantry usually.
They're typically pretty good. Like they'll, at the very least, a Scorpion will always beat one other infantry unit.
Yeah, they're not an effective counter, but you know, because of their sheer stats,
they're just so much better.
Yeah. Because, like, realistically, a tank is more of an anti-vehicle thing, but, like, in Halo, you take down so much infantry in a tank.
Well, the other thing, too, is in Halo Wars, it's supposed to be sort of rock, paper, scissors thing. So
Yeah.
like infantry beats air, beats vehicles, beats infantry.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of focus on that. That said, I do have this other unit that I would absolutely love to show you. I'm going to get it out here shortly.
Okay, should I move my units back again?
No. You can. You're good for the moment. But if you get a chance, try to build an air pad.
I have one.
You have a new air unit.
Yeah, I have pelicans.
Oh, you have two air
and
units.
vultures. And the MG Hornet must be what you're talking about.
Yes, the minigun. It's essentially an anti-infantry aircraft. It's not very good, but it's a nice cheap option for being able to take care of aircraft.
Yeah, I've noticed they're significantly cheaper than regular Hornets, less than half the cost.
Yeah. They're essentially a sort of throwaway aircraft.
Yeah, kind of like in Halo Wars 2, they have like the Banshees that are just like 100 supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah, with turrets being much faster, it's way easier to defend bases.
So that's the other thing too, is you may notice that I have some support there.
Yeah, you dropped a bunch of shade turrets down.
But if you get a chance, left-click that elite back there that you see.
Elite General, main infantry. Did he spawn a turret?
He can spawn turrets. Now, granted, that's something that I have to choose to do.
Yeah, it's an active ability. Are these supplies always here?
Oh no! When you destroy a turret, it drops supplies.
Hey. These turrets are maybe a tad too strong considering how quickly you can spawn them.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
the other thing to note about that general too is he's an anti-vehicle unit.
Oh, fuck, shit. Yeah, the only way to know is to test it, especially since the AI probably doesn't know how to play with the new setups.
That said, if you get a chance, you should definitely build that Pelican, because it's got some neat new abilities. But your little Spartan friend over there too would definitely be...
I still need to capture that base.
Oh shoot, they probably have vehicles by now.
Oh fuck, they advance.
Yeah. The rebels slowly get stronger over time.
Well,
but only to they have a ceiling.
I wish I'd known that. Fucking, it reminds me of like some of the Barbarians and some of the Civ games. Like in Civ 4, I mean, 1, they don't have camps, they have cities. But also, like, they get modern technology, so later you'll get, like, Barbarians, which are, like, dudes with, like, Uzis and Barbarian helicopters. And it becomes a real problem if you don't take out most of the Barbarians early enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that becomes a big problem. There are, like, true start location maps, which is, like, a map that's larger than the max size of Earth. And every Civ starts in their actual location. Same with the city-states. But one of the issues with it is that, say, what if you don't get any civs that spawn in, like, Northern Asia? Or you don't get Australia? Well, Barbarians spawn wherever nobody has line of sight.
Oh.
Over time. And, so what can happen is, say, if Australia never spawned and you end up there, it can just be an island full of barbarian encampments and barbarians everywhere.
Goodness.
I had that problem once where... No. It's fine. So yeah, what can I do with this Pelican? No, not that. Don't want that. Jeez, they destroy me like instantly. I cannot do anything about those turrets.
Oh, those turrets.
Yeah, your turrets.
The thing that's destroying you is my general, because he's a 4-star now.
Jesus.
I'm gonna take him away because he's.
I wasn't even trying to attack them. I was just moving, and they. I've also noticed that units auto heal now.
Do they?
I mean, it's It looks like it. I mean, it looks like the Cyclopses are either repairing. Oh, maybe the Cyclopses are repairing my Pelican. Maybe that's it.
I assume so, because
Yeah, no, I think that's what's going on.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna send my elite squad over there to see if they can crack that building for you.
I mean, my problem is I just haven't even gotten to it yet because these turrets, I gotta build more.
So something else to keep in mind is the sniper units. The sniper units are capable of... They're basically super effective against heroes.
Oh, why? Do you hate cat or something?
Yeah. But, yeah, the sniper units are highly effective against... they're good against infantry, but their main thing is they're leader killers. So, like, they're not a great investment unless you're expecting your opponent to be investing in their leader quite a bit. That said, I believe they're out of snipers over there.
I just don't tank.
That should be a little easier for you to crack. They do have Scorpion, though. They probably have a second one.
I have 4 Cyclopses. Hopefully that should be enough.
I will mention the Cyclopses you have access to are mostly... They're basically engineers. They do damage, but they're not great.
Oh. Oh, that's good to know. Oh, fuck. I mean, I was gonna say I guess I should build a Cobra, but I can't. Not the tech.
Right, that's one other thing I need to test. I need to test the range on the snipers.
Oh, wait, did this Pelican... Can I produce units in the Pelican?
Yep.
Yeah, they definitely have Scorpions.
The... also those shade turrets, by the way, I have a limit of 10 of those. You also have turrets, although they're just shade turrets also, but they're stronger.
Yeah, just because the UNSC don't have ploppable turrets in the game files.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, so the other thing about Halo Wars upgrades, I changed how they function. So in the regular Halo Wars game, every time you upgrade an infantry unit, or any unit rather, so let's say you grab the first New Blood for Marines.
Yeah.
The Marines will gain... they'll gain the upgrade benefits, of course, of extra Marines for the squad, therefore they're more health and more damage, but there's also a statistical bonus that's applied to the unit overall. So on top of the extra firepower, you also get your stats increased. And this is the case with every single upgrade throughout the entire unit. If you buy Boost for your Banshees get a 10% boost for their damage and their attack. or their health and all that.
These rebel watchtowers, are they even taking damage?
Probably.
It doesn't look like it.
It's probably very low. I tweaked a lot of the things with the buildings, and those are something that I'm slowly turning back. But yeah, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, I've been at it for a while, and there's still no damage.
Oh, they do have snipers. Just lock that down and get my shape. Get the spirit out of it.
I mean, maybe... Because, like, the central structure is taking damage and getting destroyed, but these watchtowers haven't taken any.
That needs... that needs attention. Let me make a notepad so I can start writing everything down. What was I saying?
You need to make a notepad because the watchtowers don't take damage. They did get destroyed when the base got destroyed, but otherwise they didn't.
Okay.
Can the rebels take base sites?
They cannot.
Okay.
How fucked would that be, though?
Pretty fucked.
Alright, so did you get your Spartan?
No, he died again. I have to get him back again. I'm also waiting for the base site to clear up again.
You might want to check the back area of.
Oh, I saw some units back there that I cleared out.
Okay.
I wonder if there's any in this turret. Incate placement.
So I'm thinking about limiting the shade turrets that the Covenant gets, limiting that to maybe like 5 instead of 10.
It takes so long to build a base, like the cooldown. You have to hold it for a long ass time.
Yeah. As I mentioned, I got really overzealous with a lot of the changes that I put in.
I mean, I think that's how, like, what's his name? Sid Meier said that, the way that he balances Civ is that he only makes really big changes. And that gives you a good idea if something is too much or too little. And then from there, your changes start to get more and more minute.
There we go. Just enough to harass you. I'll plop down a heavy grunt too, just because.
You say it's just enough to harass me, but I'm probably going to lose this base. Like, these things are much stronger than you realize. I've lost all my units over here. Okay, like, the station's complete, but it's gonna... I'm going to lose it. I can try and build my turrets and see if that helps.
So which UNSC leader did you pick?
Fuck, I think it's Captain Cutter because it wouldn't actually let me select anyone.
Let's see.
I didn't get to configure any options.
What is to the very right in your base? What option do you have?
Very right, it's the elephant.
Yep, that's Cutter. Which, by the way, that's your super unit. Or that's one of your super units.
The elephant?
Yep. You'll notice that you can only build one.
Well, you say I'll notice, but I can choose not to. Yeah, building Cyclopses to repair my freaking base.
Who did that?
Yeah, I mean, one of the problems with Halo Wars modding, I guess, is that it'd be really hard to make unique units because the modeling, the rigging, the animation work.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people who know how to do that stuff, but also generally, yeah. Also, generally, it's for a game where the engine is more well understood. Like, the reason there's so many Command & Conquer 3 and Metal Alert 3 mods is because that and a ton of other games all run on the Sage engine.
One thing I can certainly appreciate is that with Halo Wars, when they booted it out, they just were like, people are going to mod this, so I guess they just put in a built-in...
Yeah.
Just put in a fucking text box and you're good.
Yeah, like, it's not in a menu, like, the mod support could be better, but they knew that someone was going to try.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. I mean, it does make sense, because even if Microsoft is like, no, it is still Ensemble... I mean, wait, does that mean that mod manifest thing is even on the console version? Because Ensemble's gone now.
I'll be honest, I truly do not know.
Because was it 343 responsible for this? I've got no clue.
Okay, making a quick note. Engineers...
That's a lot of engineers, and they're very... I don't know what my Cyclops is doing. I don't know what his pathfinding was saying.
Holy cow. So the other thing about that elite general that I threw at you, he cost 1,500 resources.
Oh, this one, it didn't even give me a ring. It just gave me a countdown in seconds to build the plasma rhino. So yeah, that's as expensive as it is to upgrade a reactor. And you can only put one of them out.
Oh, you have a vehicle thing, right?
Yeah, I just built a plasma rhino.
Yeah, that thing is... I love it. I love it a lot.
It popped out while there were still seconds left on the timer.
No, it didn't. Actually, the way it works is you click it and it sends it out, and then there's a cooldown.
Oh, to send out another one?
Yep.
Oh. Huh.
That's the way it is for some of the units. Just lore-wise, they're not being made. They're just readily available.
Yeah, they're just around.
Yeah. With the Scorpions, it's like having to actually, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Fabricate the Scorpion tank itself from materials on ship and stuff. Which is apparently what they do. Oh, shoot, I just threw my... Yep, there he goes.
I always wonder how many people are on the fucking Spirit of Fire. I've lost so many units. Between Halo Wars 1 and Halo Wars 2, so many have died.
Goodness. Right, so you said you built your elephant, right?
No, I built the plasma tank thingy. I haven't built my elephant yet. My resource income seemed really fast at first, and now seems significantly less fast.
So one of the things I need to put on here too is the engineer hut needs to change. Engineer hut, remove automatic engineer generation. Make manual. There we go. Because there's a building that the Covenant get called the engineer hut. Or, I'm sorry, the repair hub. And it slowly produces engineers over time for free. The intention with this was to make it to where you had no control over whether or not you were putting out engineers.
Which means you fill up your pop cap.
Yeah, but it's free, and that also meant that you didn't have to build a summit in order to get engineers.
Yeah. I think there are some buildings in H3 that do something like that where they have a slow trickle of units.
Yeah.
And I think the way that they do that is they make a variant of the unit that's weaker.
Yeah.
But it's free. Or it takes a long ass time, like if you build the factory and have it produce cannons.
Yeah.
I love the factory, one of my favorite buildings.
What I ended up deciding is that the engineer hut, or the repair hub, or whatever it is now, it's really good. It's really good, and it probably should not be so good.
I'm building the elephant now.
So the most notable thing about the elephant is it has about maybe 10 times as much health. Condition ever since the accident.
Yeah, who knew that being on a derailed train actually made you healthier?
Yeah.
Good to know. Chihiro and Captain are both asleep, by the way. The Captain's sitting in the chair next to me and he's asleep, and Chihiro's in the tower above me and she's asleep. I also hope the audio for this episode is fine because you know how I mentioned how my headphones, the left speaker is sort of dying?
Yeah.
Well, it's totally dead if I plug them into my microphone. But it's only mostly dead if I plug them somewhere else. So that means my headphones are dying, and also the headphone jack on my mic is dying.
Holy shit.
And the nice thing about the headphone jack on my mic is I can hear myself, which means I know how loud or quiet I am, or if there's background noise.
Yeah.
It makes messing with the audio much easier because then I don't have to do anything in post, although my audio usually sucks anyways, but...
Well, the good news is I can hear you at least just fine.
Yeah, but it makes it way easier to adjust like the gain and stuff.
Yeah.
So I need to see if this can get serviced because the way that it's built, there's no way I can take this apart. Well, maybe I can. I need to look up a service guide. If it requires soldering, then I'm out. With the right hand solder. So yeah, I have the mammoth built. I've noticed that every time I click it, it just opens the menu.
Oh, for some reason, ever since I modified it, it automatically locks down, and I can't seem to get it to not do that.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. I should have noticed that because it did say unlock at the top. Alright, so to test that out, let me move it to where this structure is with supplies. It's not a whole base, but there were rebels there.
Yeah.
So I'll move it there to test it out.
Your elephant should probably be able to take that out just fine.
Yeah, because I can have it produce other units, so... I mean, this is an ensemble game because the pathing... Because, like, if this were Command & Conquer, like, the other units that were in the way would go, oh, oops, I'm sorry, and they'd move.
Yeah.
But since this is an ensemble game, they're just like, what do you want from me? I mean, coding pathing is really hard, but it's crazy how clever crazy how clever Westwood was about pathing in AI so early in the game. Oh, I've also noticed that my Mammoth is generating a resource trickle.
Ah, yes, this is true. The Mammoth generates a little bit of resources over time.
Yeah, the same amount as the resource station. It looks like.
Yeah.
It's actually hard to tell because now they're not showing the pop-up. Okay. Now, maybe it's faster because it's plus 10, but they're showing it less frequently.
I do know that it goes up the higher the veterancy.
Oh, that's nice.
So the more you use that elephant, the better it becomes at gathering resources. But on top of that, too, it also counts as a base. So if all of your bases are destroyed and you have an elephant, you have a base.
So you won't get the countdown for, hey, build a base?
Yep.
Twin engine research. Imagine not having a twin engine in this Mammoth initially.
Oh yeah, it's super slow, isn't it?
Imagine building one engine in this thing. It'll be like, yeah, it'll move.
So, fun thing about that is, I actually, to compensate for its incredible capability, I basically just slowed it down even further.
I'm telling it to lock down, and the pathfinding does not know what to do. It's just moving around. Okay, I told it to lock down again, and it finally did. Instead, it was just kind of moving in circles. Yeah, it's
figuring it out. So how are those rebels doing?
They're doing poorly. The Mammoth has... It looks like it hasn't even taken a scratch. It's hard to tell because... I like how the Spartan spawned out of the... out of the elephant. A pelican just showed up and he just appears.
Yeah.
Napalm adherent is a war crime, guys.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, it's some fucked up shit. What is your spirit doing here? It's just kind of...
No, I'm just hanging out. Spirit, what are you still doing there? Get out of here.
I'm still...
my head grunt to leave.
I'm still sad that they haven't brought back Stephen Rippey for any of the games.
One thing I'm really excited about, though, is the whole Banished thing means that John DiMaggio is coming back.
Yeah, he's...
the Patriots.
Yeah.
No.
I wonder if the Spirit of Fire is going to be in that game. And since it's an open world game now, is that just going to be like a side quest or like a... I have no idea how this game's going to work.
Yeah. Oh yeah, one other thing too. Those flamethrowers, they do extra damage against buildings now. They're actually building killers now.
Oh. I still... Sorry.
For some reason, they were just anti-infantry.
Yeah. The flamethrowers, they were really good against infantry, garbage against anything else.
Yeah.
One of the things that I still wonder about is, so like, you know, Microsoft still plans to have all its exclusives launch on everything, including the base Xbox One.
Yeah.
Yeah, how the fuck is Flight Simulator gonna work on that? How... Is that even possible? I don't know if that's even possible.
I don't.
So, if you'd look over here, near my elephant, because of where it was, so units came out of the back at first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're inside the Forerunner supply elevator and cannot move out.
What?
That might be a legacy bug. Because that was directly behind the elephant, because of how it decided to position itself. They are inside of the supply elevator, and they cannot get out.
I'm gonna come have a quick look.
Yeah, I'm gonna move this guy out of here.
That's interesting. Can they go into the...
No. They can't do anything. They're just stuck.
Okay.
And the delete key doesn't delete them, it just rotates the camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything you can do about that. I think that's just...
I don't think so. That can't be me.
Yeah, I think that's just how it is. So yeah, if you could continue shooting them and put them out of their misery.
I got you. I'm also sending snipers to deal with that. Oh. Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry,
shit.
I'm just coming through. I'm sorry.
You're just sending units that won't do any damage to each other at all.
This thing only has a tiny sliver of damage. Yeah, I've noticed it shows up as a base on the minimap as well.
Yeah. Oh, right. I need to get you to play as the Covenant.
Your mom?
Hi.
Take that. Hello. I'm just experimenting. Okay, yeah, those guys definitely are more vehicle effective because that's doing significantly more damage against me.
Oh shoot, am I gonna get your elephant?
Yeah, I think so. It's okay, I'm just here to test stuff out, I'm not here to win.
Oh yeah, that's an elite squad right there, by the way.
Why do they keep running to the right? It's because the rally point's over there, but I tell them to move against the rally point, and they just run back to the rally point.
Oh, that's a Spartan. That's another Spartan. Those are Spartans. Okay. That's fine. What do we got here?
Oh my god, this Cyclops is moving so fast. Oh my god.
Oh!
No, stop attacking that. He just instantly healed the mammoth all the way up to full. He ran super fast, touched the mammoth once, and it was healed at full. And there's another one just running in.
Notice.
He didn't heal the pelican instantly.
Well, he can't reach the pelican, it's up there.
Oh, no, I mean earlier they were repairing the pelican. It was just a slow trickle.
Holy shit. Fort Cyclops. 2-week heal rate. Holy
yeah,
God.
dies instantly, does few damage, but for some reason heals instantly.
Holy shit. That was the funniest
That was whack.
Whoops. Oh boy. That's funny.
I love how fast they are.
Get out of here! Go! Go away!
They're beautiful. Well, you're finally going to take it down.
They're having to corner it and surround it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a certain other Spartan. Hey, what's Douglas's special ability? Does he still have cloaking? Did I turn that off?
It's just gray. If I hit R, it just opens up a build menu, including another Spartan.
Yep, he can call in stuff. He can build stuff.
He can reproduce.
Yeah.
He's dead now.
A lot of Spartans can't reproduce.
No. Through mitosis.
Okay,
it's asexual reproduction.
Of course. That's humanity's next step.
Yeah, I mean, if a Spartan 1 reproduces, that creates a Spartan 2, and if a Spartan 2 reproduces, it creates a Spartan 3. It's kind of like...
Is that why Sergeant Johnson is always around in with the Master Chief? Is because he's actually just looking after his kid?
Yeah. It's also how he survived Halo blowing up.
Pretty sure that's classified. Oh my god, I love that Cyclops. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
They're so fast. For the price of 125 resources, you can have a new man. Oh my god, the speed of that Banshee moving in and just blowing up.
Oh, so something fun about the Covenant that I think you're gonna like. The warehouses actually add to their population count. Or the population max.
Oh, the warehouses, that's their supply building, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the one of the new civs... fuck, I can't remember.
That one, that civ.
I had it in my brain and it's gone.
Thank you.
Let me know when you want to have me test out the Covenant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can just quit the match or you can just kill me.
As soon as you're satisfied with everything you've done on the UNSC side.
I mean, is there anything I'm missing that you can think of?
Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything.
Well, let's see. I have the Wolverines, the Cobras, the Plasma Rhino, Cyclops, Mech Blasts, Warthogs, Grenadier. I'm researching defensive turrets. Spartans, Marine, Flamethrower, Spartans again. I think that's everything I have. Wait. Yeah, Pelican, Hornet, MG Hornet, Vulture. I can't think of...
Oh, yeah. Remember the Mega Turret in the campaign?
Yeah.
Covenant gets that.
Oh, fuck. I love the Mega Turret.
Get out of here, Cyclops. Oh, that was hilarious.
TBH, I forgot how to access the powers menu on a keyboard. That's F.
Q. Q? F?
Nope, it's F. but it's escape to close. I don't know why it's not, toggle.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of weird, especially since Ensemble is used to this kind of stuff, but it might be something that the engine didn't allow that. It's like there's a confirm and a cancel button.
Yeah.
You see stuff like that a lot. Like how Halo 1 PC seems to have sensible binds. Pretty sensible bindings. But MCC's bindings are horrific.
Yeah, I don't approve.
No, they're bad. I set it to mouse wheel up is change weapon, mouse wheel down is change grenades. I press 1 to melee because I have a mouse with a numpad on it.
Yeah.
I think I've set 3 to grenade because either that or I set it to G. And of course I set flashlight to F because who doesn't set flashlight and visor to F?
I did not actually.
Oh, I made sure to set all my binds custom.
Engineers, why are you healing that one grunt squad? Stay on the elite general.
I don't know why I'm still producing units. You should just destroy me.
Can't help but wonder if I can.
Can destroy me?
Yeah.
So you want me to keep building stuff?
Yeah, feel free. In fact, actually, like, straight up just try to fend me off just with the stuff at this base.
No, Cyclops faster. Just a unit gets out and they just instantly die. I don't know how possible it would be, considering the engine limitations, but I wonder if the turrets, you should only be able to drop them within a certain radius of the base, but I know you probably can't do that.
No, I wouldn't be able to, but I know it's killing your infantry so quickly.
Yeah, that they can't get out. I can't even get a Cyclops out to repair the Mammoth.
It's actually my snipers that are doing that. I have snipers in the tower close to the middle of the map. I don't know if you see them.
Yeah, their range is absurdly long. What's their line of sight like? Do they still have to have spotters?
They have to have spotters, yeah.
Okay, because I know previously they had to have spotters.
They didn't have that kind of range before, and I thought that was a little ridiculous, because, like, they're snipers. They should have long range.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
there's balance reasons for that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you should probably weaken them against most things, considering...
They don't, I don't believe they attack buildings.
Yeah. I mean, I think another thing is that maybe you should set up so that air is a really good counter to snipers.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, like a Hornet could, like, instantly kill a sniper.
Yeah, yeah.
But also, I think they just need... they're so strong right now.
I'm probably also going to drop the health on snipers, because UNSC, I don't know if you noticed, you also get snipers.
Yeah. No, I built some earlier.
If you have any snipers at all, you would be able to knock out that general pretty quickly, I assume.
Yeah, everyone is dead, though. I mean, I could try building one, but I'm sure that they'll just die instantly.
I'm going to withdraw my snipers. Feel free to throw out a sniper to try to get that general, because I want to see if it's possible.
It says they built... I don't know...
There he is. He just flew in.
No.
Oh, shoot. Is that... Oh. There goes a pelican.
Did you just kill the pelican that's supposed to spawn my unit?
looks like it.
Who knew that was possible?
Oh, man.
That's hilarious.
That's not supposed to happen.
Echo 419 is down.
Okay, I'm just gonna just casually destroy these.
I mean, this is why we're testing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just blow me up.
I want to see if you can bring out a sniper and stop that general.
Okay, and then after that I can like self-destruct my base.
Yeah.
Look how much damage just the general did to that pelican.
Oh, the engineers.
Yeah, instantly healed my damage, and I only got to get the one shot off. Yeah, and even without the engineers, I don't do much damage.
Yeah. Now, I need to see if that's because the elite general has a lot of health. Or...
Yeah, I mean, he's also max rank, and I don't have any upgrades for my snipers. Like, there's nothing I can research to buff them other than generic upgrades.
Do they get any generic upgrades?
I mean, I would assume maybe adrenaline affects them, but other than that, I don't know.
I don't know if it does yet. I don't know if I've changed that. We need to make sure that it is. Elite General, max health check. UNSC Sniper, damage check. And what was the other thing we just said?
Was it... I don't know, was it... It was to do with, like, yeah, adrenaline and infantry upgrades to snipers.
Okay, go ahead and self-destruct. I'm gonna do the same.
Okay.
I feel like you're gonna like the cup.
I like how technically I'm still on the field because I have a dead Spartan. Your health is full, you're fine. It's
Where
like it's like he's south of your base to the right. It's like in Halo 5 where instead of dying, their armor locks up.
Oh, yeah.
And they just need someone to grab them, kind of like in Gears of War where it's just like, I need someone to revive me, grab my arm and my wounds will disappear.
Hey, buddy.
Why can't it be like in Killzone where they have a magic heal gun that shoots electricity? I mean, that doesn't make sense, but at least it makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
Although sometimes they're like, I can't revive you, you're too far gone, and I'm like, okay. At least they tried. Out of game. Well, that was a weird way to say it.
Goodness.
Thanks, Halo Wars.
So let's see. Thing I want to see. It looks like I'm general gathering less supplies, but I think I also got a second base after you did. Okay. You there?
Yep, I'm still here. Let me see if it will let me change. Okay. Which leader should I be?
Whatever you want. If you're the prophet, you'll be able to pick from the elite honor guards as your sort of pseudo super unit. I think I need to modify them a little further because they're in need of a buff. But the suicide grunts are the special unit that the arbiter gets, and the chieftain gets brutes, and the brutes are actually pretty strong.
I'm just gonna click random covenant. Let's see what I get.
All right.
What are you staring at, Chihiro? What is there? What is there to stare at? There's nothing. Oh no, she's licking herself again. That's fucked up.
It's nasty.
My name is Stronglore. And I rumpet the drumpet.
Oh, right. So the reason the Spartans are able to produce units currently is because I wanted them to be able to call something in, but I didn't know what. So I just gave them 3 options, and then whatever is used the most is probably what will stay.
So I've noticed that upping my tech level doesn't cost anything.
Yep, it just costs time. It costs a lot of time.
That's blasphemous.
One of the cats is running around without a collar.
None of our cats will wear collars. They just rip them off of themselves.
Yeah.
They just refuse. It's some fucked up shit.
I want resource stations. I'm probably going to make it to where the resource stations just instantly build, because I hate them just sitting there
And doing nothing.
doing nothing while they're technically building. I will not.
Oh, I also noticed, I mean, one, this base starts out with all building sites, but I can still, unless it's missing 2, but I can still upgrade the Citadel. Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
You should be able to upgrade
Okay.
the Citadel.
Yeah, upgrade, and I got 2 more building sites. Yeah, because the Marines, yeah, as you explained, the UNSC could not upgrade their bases. But they started out at a higher level than they normally would.
Yeah. That I'm going to be changing back to regular Halo Wars 1 stuff, because it's probably better that way.
I mean, yeah, the other thing is then you just have to wonder how much progression you have left.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. The Pelican can deploy 20 shade turrets that are weaker than the Covenants. That's probably too much, because that's 20 things that are not your population that you can just put on the map.
Yeah. I know, instead we'll just make Halo Wars 3, which will just be a Halo Wars mod for Star Wars Empire or...
I heard that.
Heard what?
No, one of the cats just going off. I'm gonna put up a watchtower. I want to see what that'll do for me. Wow, I can basically see the whole map.
Oof.
I can see your base. I can see the jackals that you just sent out.
I mean, if you do that, it's got to be significantly more expensive and take longer to build. Or upgrade up to that level.
Well, the watchtower was 100.
I mean, that's why you test. You just gotta throw some numbers down at first. You just need to have something.
What I'm probably actually gonna do I'm gonna first of all reduce the line of sight on that, because I just watched hunters come out of your base.
No. Nuh-uh. I would never.
Of course.
Hello, Chumbus. Chihiro was smelling the tower. That just instantly took out.
Oh boy.
So, have Jackals also been buffed the same way snipers have been buffed?
Yes, but they have to have the beam rifle upgrade.
Well, shit asses.
Otherwise, they're just a regular, generally good against infantry unit.
How come you can't make them Halo 2 legendary Jackals? Instantly kill anything in one shot.
Basically become that as soon as they get the...
No. Look, sometimes things take 2 shots. This Spartan, his shields are down and he's not taking HP. Oh, now he is.
Ah, darn.
If I was looking over there, I could have been in that sniper tower. But instead of using hotkeys like a fool, I was just moving over to my base. It's just a lot of keys to remember. They're different for every game.
Thank you for that, by the way.
For what?
For the Banshee.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm generous. You can't... Oh my god. I was exploring near bases for supplies, and again my hero got instantly sniped by the rebels. Like I just saw them and went, okay, time to move back, and he instantly died.
Yeah.
Okay, did that pelican come out of my base?
It's this one. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna yoink. Wait, no. That's mine.
Oh, the hunters probably can't attack that Banshee, can they?
No, they're
That's right.
they're unable to push any of that.
Yeah. The hunters can't look up.
Yep.
Why do you think Chihiro smells the cat tower?
It's yum.
What does it accomplish? Oh no, she's eating another cat's fur. Why would you do that? I don't.
Are you sure?
I mean, it happens, but it's not something I do on purpose. It's just like hair gets places. The range on this turret kinda...
Oh, it is not doing you any favors.
No, it's not doing shit. Like, that was close enough. You were just out of the range.
I think my sniper's helping now. Oh.
Oh, rip the Prophet.
That's the story, everybody. That's how the Prophet died.
Yeah, I died years before the first Halo game. Random sniper took him out.
Quit touching me. Oh, that's not so bad.
Are you taking it? It's the heal.
A very small amount of damage. They're not healing because of taking damage, but...
Well, I mean, it could still be healing. It's just that I can't do damage fast enough.
I just forgot. That's healing you, too.
Oh.
It's healing you, too. Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, my income is definitely slower.
Yeah. Just dropping something off to mind me. I'm going to be making it to where the sniper is incapable of attacking anything except for infantry. And has less health.
Yeah, because right now they have a lot of health, and if you think about it, snipers wear very light armor. They need mobility and a low profile.
Yeah. So sniper is less health, more mobility, only attack infantry.
Infantry, because they're fun, right, Chihiro? She says, "Don't talk to me."
Oh, that's a wraith. Oh, that's a wraith. I'm taking that.
No. I worked so hard on this.
Wow, that was a lot of damage. Did you see that? Oh yeah, did you notice that your base has a shield?
Yes. I did, and I didn't have to build a shield generator. I also noticed it reset once I aged up.
Your temple comes with a shield. I don't know if I have the capability of even scratching it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, technically, I can't capture anything or get more supply income.
Oh yeah, you're stuck here.
Yeah, I'm stuck here forever.
Oh, it looks like the sniper might not be able to attack aircraft.
Yeah, it's not attacking the Banshee. Let me move it closer. Like, move everyone else out.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm moving everything back.
I'm rapidly clicking as if that accomplishes something. Yeah, I'm damaging him, but not much. He's also healing himself.
I put down a heal and repair.
Oh, I just can't see it. But yeah, it's not taking any damage.
No. Okay, right here.
You're gonna laser me?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that did a tiny bit to my shields, and that's it.
Yeah.
Just to make sure they can do damage.
Yeah. It occurred to me that your shield is probably really, really strong. And with that in mind...
Yeah, I'm only in age 2. Or tech level 2, or whatever.
Yeah. Your shield doesn't go up every time you... the words with the things.
Every time I increase my power level?
Yeah, it doesn't like go up or anything, it's just how it works. Like every time you increase your tech level, the building just restarts itself, so your shield basically refreshes. Which is funny because that also means that as soon as you enter a new tech level, if you're under attack and your shield is low, it'll immediately regenerate. Which, that's also true in the vanilla game with like shield generators.
I wonder if Chihiro has shields. Oh, Captain's awake now too. Aren't you, Captain?
Here's what I want to test. Let's bottom down.
How many clicks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Yes.
3.
It appears that my Spartan cannot call for a Rhino.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're probably extinct by the time that Halo's out.
Oh, that bums me out. How did I make Pelicans only 100 resources? Probably for testing purposes.
Just slap a number in there.
My coworkers are calling me. I called off tonight. I'm not going to answer that.
I'm gonna answer it. I gave them beam rifles. Multiple squads of jackals are still weaker than your one sniper in the tower.
That is partly because garrison infantry is just really good.
Yeah, but he's killed multiple jackal squads, and well, what's his health at?
Yeah,
I can't tell. Okay, now he died instantly when he got out. I don't know how much health he had.
he was at a little more than half health. Garrisoned units are generally a lot better.
What is attacking... Oh. That's what. It's some long range.
Yeah.
I don't know what just killed my jackals.
Possibly the splash damage. It's pretty big.
That's some
oh wait, no.
long-range slash damage.
It's not. It's the snipers. Or the one sniper that's in this other sniper.
How come the jackals couldn't see back?
Because they didn't have a spotter.
Oh my god. Well, that's finally taking down my shields.
So the primary purpose that I did with rhinos is they're supposed to be really good against buildings and vehicles. And that's it. However, they also have really big splash damage. So your infantry you just spat out, you'll notice...
Yeah. Some of their body models got pushed into the ground and they're freaking the fuck out on my screen.
Rhinos.
I don't... Yeah, it might be a physics thing, like the force and the splash damage, if that was adjusted, or...
Splash damage was me. That was all me. I should have been paying more attention to that.
I wish you could zoom in closer, but the game won't let me. So I've noticed my base itself, the health bar is just blank. It only has a shield bar.
Yeah, it's a weird... That's also a weird vanilla game thing. Also, if you want to zoom in, hold Alt and then scroll up or down.
Oh, I can zoom farther. Oh, that's also how I rotate the camera. Well, now he stopped flinging around. Rip. Yeah, I was just using the mouse wheel because I'm like, that's sensible, right? But then again...
Sensible? What do you want about?
Yeah, weird PC port, so... Out of the game.
Goodness.
Okay, stats. 11. I have 11 stats.
Supplies.
Yeah, I only had the one base, but I had 3 warehouses that were upgraded.
I see why I got more supplies. I had that extra structure over there, and I also had my mammoth, elephant, which was a 2-star.
Does that increase the trickle?
Yes. The higher the veterancy on your elephant, the more faster it generates supplies.
I'm a supply. I hope my game's okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait.
So yeah, that's the... What's that? Hello? Hi, there.
Responded.
So yeah, that's the mod. A lot of stuff needs help, a lot of stuff needs adjusting, but...
I mean, that's why you gotta test it against someone.
Yeah, this is true. I'm probably going to be modifying those values here shortly, just to make sure I got everything covered.
Yeah, another thing is,
What's that?
that probably isn't possible, but the difficulty level, does that affect how strong the rebels are? Because I'm pretty sure in the game random mobs aren't affected by difficulty. It's only like AI factions.
Yeah. Speaking of though, rebel bases reduce difficulty to take. Because while I did want those to be like more of like a heavy focus, or not a heavy focus, something you have to like dedicate resources to.
Yeah.
Just like taking a regular enemy base. I didn't want it to be like stupid impossible.
Yeah, another thing you might want to look into is I mean, you might have to create custom maps for this, or map variants, rather.
Huh.
Is that the purpose is of those is to just, have something weak to fight against, presumably to gain unit veterancy before fighting an actual opponent. So you might want to have like a weaker version of them as well that just don't hold bases, but are around smaller points on the map. I'm not sure how doable that is.
I might be able to do something similar to that.
Yeah, like you could just like edit a map file and just add in a few weaker pockets on there, and just include it with your mod.
I don't know if Halo Wars will allow me to do that. However, the way that I have scorpions spawn in the way that they do, how many scorpions did you usually find at a base?
Well, at that base I only saw the one, but you had attacked it earlier.
So in most cases, a lot of the bases usually just have one scorpion or just one particular vehicle, and that's because the base is made up of 4 different other pieces, or 5 pieces total. The main base and then the 4 turret slots, right? The 4 turret slots each function as their own individual building, and I can set those to have their own tactics. That includes one of them I will set up to spawn, say, a Wolverine in about 120 seconds, and then after that it'll no longer spawn anymore.
So you could have one of them spawn like weak infantry waves just to attack your base or something.
Or specifically it'll defend that location. Rebel stuff always stays right where it's at. Flood stuff likes to roam around, but it'll usually stay right where it's at unless otherwise told. But oh shoot, that's right. I forgot. At some point in time, we need to have a look at the flood maps.
Yes,
those are terrifying. It's really bad. And I plan on adding in a way for vehicles to get infected as well as aircraft.
I wish I was an infected aircraft. Oh, do you need attention, Captain? Oh.
So just to make sure I got everything covered, the Rebel Watchtower health, that needs to be brought down.
Yeah, because the Rebel Watchtower wasn't taking any damage.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like.
Engineers, ridiculous heal rate. Probably need to bring that down.
Yeah, and maybe mess with the repair hub.
The engineer hut, I'm going to be removing the automatic generating of engineers altogether.
Yeah, just make it free and take a while maybe.
I'm going to have it be manual. So it's basically just going to be a summit, except for that one spot.
Yeah, it's a summit, but it's on a turret slot, and they're free.
And it's only engineers.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be free. They're not. They are still going to cost supplies.
One supply.
It's going to be the same cost as regular engineers. They're going to be regular engineers. It's just you're paying by giving up a turret slot as well as yeah. You're paying for the convenience, I suppose. But the support Cyclops.
So fast. It's funny how the speed messes with its pathfinding because it moves faster than it expects it to, so sometimes it doubles back.
Okay, support Cyclops. I'm going to tweak the heal rate on that. I'm okay with it being fast. I'm okay with it being fast because that means that it'll get to where it's going to heal things at a decent rate.
One idea that I have that's very experimental is so what if only certain units took up population cap? Like what if we significantly reduce the population cap but instead only like good units take it up?
What do you mean?
So like say if you build Marines, they cost 0 pop. You can just push them out. But then like in exchange like a tank takes up like double the pop or something.
The problem with that is the ability to like pump out like a unit for free for like no cost to your population or anything is that the engine for Halo Wars just can't handle.
Oh, it can't. Because I thought, well, maybe it's a stats thing, but now that we have newer computers, but if it's an engine limitation, then yeah, you can't do that much about it.
Yeah, it's bad enough that when I first did the Rhinos, I actually had the splash damage be way bigger than it is right now.
And that's too much for the game to calculate. It's just like
that. Yeah, like it hit once, and everything around the map, friendly or otherwise, took a little bit of damage, and then it hit again, and then it crashed.
Yeah, that would do it. Chumbo, Captain just wants to play with you. You should play with Captain. Watching her step out of this box, it's hilarious. It's like, have you ever tried to step out of a bathtub, but you try to be really careful because you're wet and you don't want to slip on the floor? It looked just like that. Her front paws were on the edge, and she was reaching one back paw over it and just kept lifting it back up to reposition it. It was hilarious. I wish I had it recorded.
Okay. Pelican turret and Covenant turret reduce population to 3. Spartan remove Rhino summon. What else is there?
I mean, do we need to balance the elephant at all? Is it too strong, or?
I don't.
Is my PC okay? Hello? Yeah, it might be frozen.
All right.
Yeah, I think my PC froze for a little bit.
Nice.
It might just be that like it's recording such a large file. I might close Halo Wars if we're not going to do another match.
Yeah.
And we can
feel free to like playtest on your own as well, just like
skirmish.
Yeah. Plus it's Halo Wars, have fun with it.
Yeah. Plus, if I want a non-modded one now, because of the absurdity, I also have the Xbox, the Windows Store version installed. Yeah. The other thing is that I worry about this recording only because of my limited hard drive space. I have to have this game installed on an external, but because of my limited hard drive space, that's the same drive I'm recording onto. It's pretty yikes. Yeah, I need to get more. I need to get another external drive. Or just one day build a PC.
Are you done recording, or?
I just was keeping it open because I thought it might be interesting to have the balance changes in there, but I can also stop now.
Well, let's see. Pelican turret, reducing the population. Covenant turret, reduce the population. Oh, UNSC, give them fortresses back. Because the way it is right now, if it's just one base against one other base, it's not so bad. If it's like 10 bases of the UNSC versus 10 bases of Covenant.
I mean, for one, the resource gain and the turrets.
But the UNSC is objectively worse than the Covenant when it comes to the long game.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a classic RTS paradigm that one is like more aggressive and better in the early game, and one is much slower to start, so you have to defend against rushes, but if you can, they steamroll you in the late game.
Yeah, but that only works when you have diverse leaders, and Halo Wars 1 definitely has not that.
No, the leaders in Halo Wars 2, not only in balance, but also their unique units are a lot more interesting.
Halo Wars 1 is definitely guilty of it's all the same.
Yeah. I just wonder what kind of time constraints the game was made under. Because let's see
so there's a fun story behind that.
Yeah, do you know? And are you allowed to say it? Because I can stop the recording if you aren't.
I am allowed because it's all public information. I wasn't part of it or anything. It's just stuff that I know because I'm obsessed with Halo for some reason. I'm trying to remember everything. Ensemble Studios was working on this other game, and they were also pushing out this RTS for Halo, right? Because Halo at the time was experimenting with a lot of different genres, a lot of different games and stuff, and they had put Microsoft had put Ensemble Studios on the job for making Halo Wars, and they didn't care too much about it. It wasn't like...
Yeah, I mean, clearly Microsoft didn't care about it.
They didn't care too much about it until a bunch of other projects basically got cut from Ensemble Studios, and they were all basically told, this is the project you need to work on.
Oof.
And then it was all hands on deck for Halo Wars. And they basically had to like redo basically everything from the ground up, and then made a more cohesive RTS, which I'm not saying Halo Wars is fantastic. I believe Yahtzee, what's his name, put it best. It's baby's first RTS. But,
it really is.
But I do enjoy it, I admit. It's in need of some attention, and my intention is to try to very slowly over time help the different leaders have some kind of identity outside of just UNSC or Covenant.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty boring.
Yeah, Halo Wars 2 improved on that a lot, but in Halo Wars 1 they feel really samey. I mean, I guess you could say that faction diversity was not always Ensemble's strong suit. They were good at giving them like one or two unique units, but it really came down to the nitty-gritty of like the individual stat differences in techs. The problem is that those are lessened even in Halo Wars.
My intention with this particular mod is to essentially allow each of the different leaders to have each of the Covenant leaders to have a set of heroes that they have specific to them, as well as a set of heroes that they all share. That includes the elite general, the grunt heavy, the stuff like that. Whereas stuff that's specific to each individual hero be more what defines that character, and allowing them to lean into that if they so choose. So like the Prophet could have a whole bunch of units that are more focused on encouraging your opponent on building infantry, so that you can allow your infantry to shine, or allow his elite honor guards to shine. Yeah. Stuff like that. But
yeah, I'm looking here and it looks like they at one point, because I thought developing another game meant they were developing Age of Empires Online.
I think that was it.
But they actually weren't. Apparently that was a bunch of people who left Ensemble and started another studio, and they were given Age of Empires Online. Which that studio, I think, is still around, because guess what they made after that?
Huh.
Orcs Must Die. And the second one, and Unchained, and 3. So, Robot Entertainment is still around.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of people split from them. Also, Bonfire Studios, which is now a Zynga studio, and that's where Stephen Rippey, the composer for Age of Empires and Halo Wars, works now.
Goodness.
Rip. And Stainless Steel, which are the people who made the first Empire Earth. They did not last long. But yeah, it looks like the games that were canceled, which there's no dates, but it looks like they were working on a game called Titan, which was a Halo MMO.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll probably start pushing out updates very slowly. I'll stick to Google Drive for the moment, but I do want to check out that website, because I do like the idea of just having it up and just updating it every few months or so.
And plus, the thing is that if you ever abandon it, but then someone else decides it's interesting, they might, they might pull it and then work on it.
Yeah.
Usually people ask to do that, but sometimes they just work on it.
And the thing too is like there is a lot of work that I did that was like by hand stuff, but a lot of it too is just modified stuff too that pretty much anybody could pull.
Yeah, it just looks like it's mostly modified like config files.
Yeah.
Yeah, for like unit stats.
Unfortunately, it's most of all that we can do at the moment,
just because there's no official tools to do it, and there's probably not a lot of fan documentation.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just that there's so little you can do. I just wonder if some people would rather make it another game. But it depends, like, if you can get enough motivation behind it. Like, maybe people will dig in, because there are a ton of games where people used to think weren't moddable, and then eventually people were like, actually... I mean, just look at how we had, suddenly people made their... people recompiled their own source code to Super Mario 64. And now we can have that running in 60 FPS on, like, anything. So, like... I mean, obviously we're not going to have anything to that degree. Nearly.
Yeah.
But there's so many projects and stuff that were thought impossible. Just like... I don't know, Homeworld Cataclysm, which didn't... is now runnable on PCs. Officially.
Something I will mention too. You should consider looking into some of the other mods for Halo Wars, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, there might be some hosted on ModDB. Let me see. Yeah, there's
one of my favorites is the one that's literally just Flood as one of the options for leaders.
Yeah, this one's called just Work in Progress mod. This one, Halo Wars Nutritious Edition.
What?
Let me read the description. And let me put my freaking... Let me view my desktop in... Yeah, Halo Wars Nutritious Edition. Want to learn more about Halo Wars modding? And meet others that play modded Halo Wars? Oh, there's a Halo Wars modding Discord. Linked here.
Oh shoot, okay.
Yeah, let me copy that link so I can send it to you in case there's documentation there. Nutritious Edition, a mod that changes up the game by editing... Yeah, it looks like it's just like a balance mod.
Yeah, that's something that a lot of people did.
Yeah, leader overhaul mod, hardcore mod, improved AI, zoom, PopCap, corpses. Bizarre experiment. What the fuck is that? To summarize, expect chaos. Oh, let's see. So it looks like it's a mod that's specifically not a balanced mod. There's Halo Wars The Mass Effect Project, More Leaders mod, Halo Wars Definitive Edition, and Halo Wars 2 Realistic Overhaul. Campaign PvP mod. Camera and Camera Binds, Halo Ember Dawn, Halo Wars Spearhead Overhaul, Vanilla Plus, Overhaul mod, External Camera mod, Balance Game mod, Extreme, Playable Flood plus Unit Pack, Infantry Wars with Flood, Play as the Flood, multiple mods for the Flood. Yeah, there's not a ton on here, but there's some, not to mention that we only got Halo Wars on PC in 2017. Like,
yeah.
Plus, otherwise you'd have to mod it for console, which is possible, but you know. But yeah, pain in the ass. But who knows? Maybe it'll become one of those things. Like if it becomes dirt cheap one day.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, there's the Discord link.
Well, for the time being, I'm gonna go join Anastasia and play some games on our Switches.
Yeah.
But I might be on later tonight. I don't know for sure. I'm gonna try to stay up a little bit because I have to work tomorrow. But
All right. Yeah, I should eat something.
You should do that.
It's a good idea.
Bro, I had a question for you.
Yeah.
Are you interested in would you be interested in a tabletop Pokemon D&D thing?
I mean, you'll have to give me more details later, but I don't have anything against it now. I'm just bad with being consistent. That's all.
It is still like role play stuff. You play as a trainer, etc., but I'm having to come up with the mechanics for that, and I'm having fun with it.
Yeah, I think some people made a mod, or not a mod, but they used basically one of those tabletop systems that's not meant for a specific setting, but it's flexible.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't remember what that was. It was so many years ago.
So, truth be told, the module that I'm making for D&D is intended to be a module that I will be pitching to Wizards of the Coast if things go well. I know, but my intention is to take that further than to also pitch it to Nintendo of America to see if that is a route that can be done.
Yeah, who knows? You might also want to consider just for something visual using Tabletop Simulator, downloading a bunch of pre-made models and stuff.
Yeah.
That's also a good way to prototype like a physical version. Like, I mean, I know it's just like a book, like an RPG book.
Yeah,
but in case you need to visualize specific systems.
And thankfully, too, I have my wonderful collection of Pokemon little miniature figurines that I've collected over the course of the last 25 years.
At some point, the Master Chief Collection Insider build installed itself onto my PC, and I cannot play it. I can only uninstall it.
Either way, I will chat with you later. Make sure you get some food.
I will. I did not realize I'm not even in the Halo Insider program.
You take it easy.
All right. Bye.